Hello. Battlefield 6 has handguns, and I have opinions. So today, I'm going to be ranking all of the handguns in Battlefield 6. In total, there are currently 6 handguns in the game, those being the P18, the ES 5.7, the M45A1, the M44, the GGH 22, and the M357 trait. And so, as a person who loves to use handguns in video games, I feel I am qualified to rank them. So prepare yourself for my unhinged ramblings. In the number 6 spot, and the worst handgun in BF6, in my opinion, it is the ES 5.7. Not only is this the worst handgun in the game, but it could possibly be the worst gun in the entirety of the game. The only upsides of this weapon is the 20-round magazine capacity by default and the low recoil. However, the abysmal damage model of the gun negates both of these with how many shots it takes to kill someone. Even with the 20-round mag, you will still need to reload after every kill. And this particularly sucks as it's based off of a weapon I am quite fond of, the FN57. However, in the game, it is almost unusable. In number 5, we have the P18. The P18 is the first handgun you get in BF6. The weapon overall has a good mag size, decent reload, and low recoil. However, like the ES 5.7, it suffers from a poor damage model. While not as bad as the ES 5.7, it still takes many shots to kill a target. While not the worst weapon in the game, I would not recommend using it unless you need the extra ammo it provides. If you are going to use this weapon, I would recommend staying in close range and using the weapon's actually quite good hip fire, and try to only go against single targets that do not know you are there. In 4th place, we have the GGH-22. This gun is nearly identical to the P18 with only minor differences that are not all that noticeable. The only reason I put this gun over the P18 is I prefer the way it looks and the animations. And unlike the P18, it's actually drop safe. Same usage advice as the P18, so yeah, overall, not much to say about this gun. Next. In 3rd place, we have the M357 trait. The trait is an 8-shot revolver that is a 2-shot up close and a 3-shot at range. It is capable of a 1-shot to the head, but only in basically melee distance. Overall, it is an amazing weapon with good fire rate, good capacity for a revolver, good hip fire, and fast reload. If this was a meta list, I would put this in the number 1 spot. But this is not a meta list, and I have strong opinions. I don't like 8-shot revolvers. Any revolver with more than 6 shots just feels wrong. I know they exist. I know it's a real thing. It just feels wrong, and it just feels wrong. And the gun itself, in my opinion, it doesn't look too good, especially for me, someone who absolutely loves revolvers. I would say, though, I do like the reload animation on this weapon, where the character actually utilizes proper reloading technique of cradling the weapon with your left hand and reloading it with your right hand. I do like that. When using this weapon, I would recommend using it at close range to get that 2-shot kill, and only going up against 2 people or less at a time. Overall, an amazing weapon, but I don't use it because I am petty and I don't like it when people try and over-modernize revolvers. And in the 2nd place, we have the M45A1, aka the M1911. Let's go. If you can't tell, I really like the M1911. No matter what game it is in or how good it actually is in that game, I will use the 1911. When I do, the essence of John Browning himself flows through my veins into the controller and into the video game, thus making me perform better. I mean, it's confirmed science at this point, and I will hear no contrary to this statement. It is objective fact. Objective fact. Anyways, to the gun's performance, it's really good. Even though it is the 1911 and I would use it anyways, I still use it because of how good the performance is. The only real downside to this weapon is the relatively low magazine capacity of 7 rounds by default. However, you can run extended mags to raise this to 12, which I would highly recommend doing. But other than that, the gun has amazing damage, good accuracy, good fire rate, fast reload, good hip fire, and it looks amazing. This and the gun in number 1 are the only two handguns in the game I actually use on the regular. When using this weapon, I would recommend being in close range and only going into groups of 3 people at a time. However, I would also recommend reloading often as the animation is fast and the aforementioned low magazine capacity. So yeah, overall a good weapon, and it's the 1911. I'm going to rank it high regardless, but this one's actually really good. However, do not, and I repeat, do not put a red dot on this gun. The iron sights are good, and a red dot looks insanely ugly on this gun. Just don't do it. Do not do it. Under no circumstances, do not put a red dot on this gun. Don't do it. And the best handgun, in my opinion, is the M44. If there is one thing in this world I love, it is revolvers. And oh boy, the M44 is a revolver. The animations are beautiful, the model is exquisite, it feels powerful, it commands respect, it's a thing to be admired. And that's not even taking the gun's performance into consideration, because it's something special. Let me tell you now, it is something special. It is a 1 shot to the head at close range and a 2 shot to the body for a fairly long range. This is the only handgun in the game I would personally recommend using over a primary weapon. I mean, it's good at close range, it's good at medium range, it's even quite decent at long range for a handgun. The only situation where I would not recommend using this gun is if you're running it on the assault class. Due to the ammunition splitting between your 3 weapons, you only get 12 shots in total. But other than that, this is pretty exclusively the handgun I run, other than the 1911. If you can hit your shots with this gun, you will tear through the enemy team like it's your job. When using this thing, I would recommend ADSing as well as strafing to avoid fire from enemies with automatic weapons. And just like that, you're racking up 2-shot kills like you get paid to do it. The reload animation is even decently fast, and while not as accurate as the trait, it looks amazing. The M44 is truly a thing to be admired. And that's it. That is all of the handguns in Battlefield 6 ranked from worst to best. I will be ranking every single gun in Battlefield 6 by weapon class. So if you're interested to see that, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you disagree with any of my opinions, please feel free to give your own opinions in the comments. I would love to read them. To any returning viewers of my channel, first, thank you so very much for watching. And second, I am very sorry for the inconsistent releases. I'll try and get the next video in the series out in 1 to 2 weeks, and a few shorts out in between. And that's it. You've successfully made it through my unhinged ramblings, and you can now go back to doing whatever you were doing before you got sidetracked watching this video. Seriously, go do something productive. Now, go do something productive now!